Hi everybody, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to film in a while. When I first started this, I really thought to myself that I would be able to film every single week with no fail. But as life goes, it's just not been able to happen, unfortunately. I'm so busy with work, flying, as well as makeup. Also the wedding, because that's in less than, or nearly 4 weeks now. Oh my gosh. And also we have just bought a new house as well, which fingers crossed, if all goes to plan, we will be in just after the wedding. So it's a really, really stressful time, and sometimes I just do not have time to film, and sometimes I just feel like I just want to have a day where, you know, no makeup, no fuss, just lying in bed and watching crap TV. I say crap TV, but I've just started watching Game of Thrones and I am hooked. My other half keeps saying to me, make sure you watch Game of Thrones, make sure you watch it, and I just kept going, oh, I can't really be bothered, it doesn't seem like it would interest me. I'm obsessed. I started like 3 days ago, I think, and I'm on like season 4 now, and I just itching to watch it. So I have decided that I'm going to stop watching that and film. So what I have decided that I was going to do today is I want to look at different airlines and think of different sort of makeup looks for each airline. So it can also be personal and specific to that airline and complement their uniform, their style, what the company is about, etc. And something really, you know, simple and easy for the crew to follow and copy, because I know how it feels when sometimes you just don't quite know what to do and you're stuck in a rut because you always do the same thing. But hey, hopefully with a little bit of encouragement from me, then we might be able to get a look. So today I think I want to do Virgin Atlantic, especially since they have their new Viv uniform. I just love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I thought, why not? I'll show you a little photo I've been looking at. I've sort of been looking at photos for a bit of inspiration, and I just thought, why not recreate a look that might just everyone love or everyone hate, but hopefully it will be diverse for everybody to try. Everybody that wants to try it can try it. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do is apply moisturiser. Now moisturiser is the most important thing because your skin gets so dehydrated during any flight, any long haul, any short haul. So I say that spending on a very decent moisturiser is a good purchase because you will just benefit from it massively. So the moisturiser that I'm going to be using is the Emma Hardy Amazing Face AM PM Treatment Moisturiser. Now I have tried a lot of moisturisers in my time, and I've got to say this one is probably one of the best products I have ever used. And this is because, I have said it before in previous videos, it just does wonders with my skin. I'm not saying that this moisturiser is going to suit every single, I'm not going to say that this moisturiser is going to suit every single skin type, because it's not. But if you would like to try it, then either go online and type in Emma Hardy and it will come up with her website, or go into Debenhams, because I know Debenhams stock it as well, and just get the tester and try it out, and hopefully you will love it as much as I do. So important thing to do is always apply a good hydrating moisturiser to your face and your neck. Don't forget that neck. And make sure that it all just seeps into your skin before you're putting things straight onto it. Also, make sure that your skin is clean and fresh before you put it on. So before we get into the makeup quickly, what I wanted to do was sort of do a little bit of research about Virgin and look at what they sort of do as a company and what they portray. Now Virgin is quite a sexy brand, and it is an airline, you know, where they always look good, and they, you know, they're modern, they're fun, they're friendly, they sort of ooze sex appeal, which is great for the airline. I mean, they do so well. The girls and boys always look so glamorous whenever I see them. I'm just like, oh, you look amazing. So yeah, this is sort of what I wanted to look at. Now, I do not do my hair as amazing as some of the girls do at Virgin and other airlines. So I'm just going to leave my hair natural and just do the makeup. So look past the hair, because obviously I don't have the uniform as well. So if I had the hair all done nicely and the uniform, then it would all probably come together, which I probably should do, but I just can't be bothered. I'm just gonna do the makeup and hopefully we can, you know, I don't know, we can just get on from there. Okay. So with all of those things in mind, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I keep the skin quite dewy and fresh looking. I don't think the Virgin girls are dolls. They're not made to look like porcelain dolls with, you know, a lot of makeup. Every airline you get different girls wanting to do different things with their makeup, and that's perfectly fine. If you're comfortable with a face full of makeup, that is fine. But just for the purpose of this video that I want to do for this specific look, I'm going to do quite a natural dewy foundation, just because I think everything that Virgin that I have researched like stands by. I think it needs quite a glamorous but sexy sort of look, so that is what I want to do. So the foundation I've decided that I'm going to be using is L'Oreal Infallible Makeup. Now this foundation is just so good, I can't even explain to you. I mean, I'm a MAC and Nars girl. I usually wear a lot of MAC and Nars foundations, and I have tried probably all of them throughout the years. However, I find that this foundation by L'Oreal is just as good, and it's, you know, a fraction of the price, and it lasts, and I have worn it flight after flight after flight, and it just stays put just perfectly, and you look great in all your photos as well if you want to do any photos on the plane. So yeah, so I'm going to be using L'Oreal Infallible. I'm using the colour, I don't know what colour I'm using because it doesn't say. Oh yes, it does. 140 Golden Beige. Crew usually have quite a good tan. Unless you're naturally pale, that's fine. Just go in and when you're trying out your foundations, look at your neck instead of your hand. Your hand's obviously going to be more tanned as you're in the light every day. So I always go by my neck, not my hand. Okay. So with the foundation, what I want to use is a moisturiser, and using a moisturiser with an SPF in it usually creates quite a dewy, glowy look, but I'm just going to use Nivea Soft Professionally Soft Moisturising Cream. I just find that this cream just works really well with all foundations that I use and sort of gives it that dewy, glowy look. So makeup brushes, I use the Real Techniques range, which you can get from Boots, and you can actually get them in America now as well, so that shows how popular they are, and they're just absolutely amazing brushes. They are long wearing, they clean really well, they don't pick up too much product, and they're just perfect for your makeup kit. So I swear by these brushes and I recommend them to everybody. So what I've done is just squirted 2 pumps of the foundation onto my hand, and also a squirt of the moisturiser. And then what I'm going to do, using my brush, I'm just going to mix them together and then apply them to my face. So I want to leave my concealer till later on, because what I want to do is do something on the eyes which I thought would be really pretty and appropriate, and also, like I said, once again complement the uniform. Now before the uniform, Viv Westwood did, they had a uniform which had purple in it. I don't know if you remember, but on the scarves they had a beautiful purple and sort of red pinky scarf, and they used to use purple as quite a good colour for eyes, and I still think purple complements red quite well. So it's hard to sort of move away from that now that Viv Westwood has designed their new beautiful uniform. I think that we should go for something more classic. So I was thinking more like bronzes and sort of a really smoky eye, but maybe using an element of purple into it. So yeah, let's do the eyes. So for eyeshadow palette, I don't know which one to use really, because I have quite a few. The Urban Decay palettes are really, really good, and also this one, which is a Sephora palette, which is actually broken. I can't find the top to it, but the colours are so good because they're all matte apart from a couple of them, but they are really, really good, and obviously my MAC palettes are brilliant as well. So I think what I'm going to do is sort of just go with the flow, and I'll explain all the colours that I'm going to use, and we will see which ones I'm going to go for. Okay, so to start off with, I want to use like a sort of a creamy colour base on the whole of the lid of the eye. So I'm going to apply that all over the top of the eye. The next colour that I want to use is sort of this browny colour, and it's going to be a matte shade, and I just want to sweep that all over the top of the eye on top of the cream colour that we've put on. I'm just going to use quite a big fluffy brush for this one, and it doesn't have to be neat. So once that colour has been applied, I'm going to use my Zoeva 228 crease brush, and these brushes are amazing for blending, and I'm just going to blend all of that colour that I have just placed on top of the eyelid all into the eye and the eye socket. To the top of the eye, there's this colour here that is called Paradisco by MAC, and I'm going to apply that to the top of my eye. What I want to take next is this sort of purpley colour, and I want to incorporate the purple because of the old uniform, and I do think it complements the red well. So I'm going to be using a mixture of the purple and like a sort of like a matte taupey mushroom, maybe an off mushroom colour. So I'm going to apply that now, a V shape, into the outer corner of the eye. Now taking your Zoeva crease brush again, or any fluffy brush that's going to be good for blending, I'm just going to start on the outer corner and then work over the top of the eye. I think that's all I want really to intensify the eye, but the next colour I'm going to be using is that same Paradisco colour, and I just want to go over that top eye again just to make sure that that colour really, really stands out. Bring that colour right down to the tear duct and sort of work it into the eye socket. Use your crease brush again just to blend out those sides. Don't go too much over the top of the eye, just the side, so there's no harsh lines and it all looks perfect. So now that I have finished my initial eye, the next thing that I want to do is go in and do my concealer and finish off mainly my face. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is the Nars Creamy Radiant Creamy Concealer by Nars. I use it in the colour Custard, which is the medium. I find this concealer is just amazing, and it covers up if you've had a long flight or you couldn't get to sleep the night before the flight. I just find that this concealer is amazing. So this is definitely one of my top buys for cabin crew. Oh, and you can buy it in Nars, in Sephora, anywhere in America. Also, I think John Lewis has just started stocking it in the UK. If are done, the next thing you want to do is top eyeliner. Now, top eyeliner is one of the personal things. I can do it and I feel comfortable with it because my eyes are quite big. However, if you have deep hoods on your eyes, or you just think it does not suit me, then do not do it. It's absolutely fine. Do whatever you feel comfortable with doing. If you do not like to use a liquid or a gel eyeliner on top, but you like to place a little bit of dark eyeshadow on top of your eye just to intensify it, that is absolutely fine. I'm going to do liquid or gel eyeliner because that is exactly what I am used to. I've got a brush hair on my face, it's itching me. But yeah, like I said, so what I'm going to be doing is using the Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner, which is 24 hours by Maybeline. I have said this so many times, it is the best eyeliner I have ever used. It literally beats any other eyeliner that I have used, and I have used a lot of eyeliners. I find it stays put all day. I can go to sleep and rest and wake up in the morning, or wake up whenever, middle of the night, after a 3-hour rest, and my eyeliner will still be perfect. So it comes in a little glass jar like this, and it comes also with a brush, but I use the Ico by Alexa Chung eyeliner pen, and it ran out, and I find that it gives a beautiful flick. So that is the brush that I will be using. However, you can use any brush that you feel comfortable with using. So I'm going to apply I think I want to do a thin line for the girls with quite an intense flick. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to apply my eyeliner on top of the eye. I think I want to just give it a little tiny flick, so I'm just going to elongate the eye out here. Okay, now that I have sort of finished the eyes, what I'm going to do is just start my powdering. And the powder that I want to use, which I think is just the best powder ever, is my Rimmel Stay Matte. And because I want quite a dewy, soft sort of look, I don't actually want to do too much powdering. So I just want to do a sort of T-section powder, and then I just want to just sort of leave that, and I want to sort of dust it on quite lightly so that the foundation stays perfect throughout the flight. But also you don't want to powder too much because it will dry out your skin, and already in an air-conditioned environment your skin is going to be drying out quite a lot. So if you have the combination of both, your skin is going to become very, very, very dry and almost flaky, scaly like. So I'm just going to dust over my whole face with the powder, but not overdoing it, as throughout the flight you can powder. But anything that looks a little bit too dewy or shiny, just go over with a little bit of powder. And the Rimmel Stay Matte is just amazing, and I recommend it to anybody. So it's like $4.99. I use number 6 Warm Beige, and it's perfect. The bits of contouring, it's always good to have a healthy glow on your skin, and the Virgin girls are very, very glamorous, so they always have really, really good sculptured cheekbones. So I'm going to be using Baked Bronzer by Milani in Soleil. And I'm just going to be using my old school Elizabeth Arden cheek brush. I just love it. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks. And I want to sort of give myself quite a golden bronze look. I think this will look really nice on me. I think if you're quite fair, then the eyes will be fine for you. But I would use sort of a golden rose colour on your cheeks instead. Milani do a huge range of different bronzes, exactly what I was saying, you know, the rose gold, the coral, everything. So CVS stock Milani in Orlando, and I'm sure CVS everywhere will stock Milani products. So I don't know if Target do, they possibly might, but unfortunately, girlies, I haven't found anywhere in the UK that actually stock Milani at the moment. I could be completely wrong, and there could be places, but I personally haven't found anywhere. So I'm just going to apply that all to my cheekbones and to my temples, my forehead, down my nose a little bit. And that is basically the amount I want to do on the contouring side of things, because like I said, I want to keep it quite natural, dewy, glowy, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that is what I want to do. For my cheeks, I think, for my cheeks, I want to use MAC Pinch of Peach bronzer. No, blusher, lying. And I'm just going to smile and just apply a little bit of that. You don't need a lot of MAC products because they are quite pigmented and it might come out quite a bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that onto my cheeks. And I think that is all that I want to do for contouring and bronzing wise. For my eyebrows, I wanted to use my HD Brow little palette in Vamp, and I'm just going to use the brush and top. I don't actually want to go too over the top with the eyebrows, but I do want to get a very nice clean look, because I think that this eyebrow will suit the rest of the makeup that I'm doing. Underneath my eyes, I just want to use that brownie colour that I used at the beginning all over the eye, and I just want to place it underneath the bottoms of my eye, sort of where the lash line is, just to intensify that. And then in the inner corners of my eyes, I want to use that Paradisco by MAC, that really pretty pinky orange goldy glittery one, and I just want to apply that into the inner corner of my eyes. So for the eyelashes, what I'm going to be using is Benefit Roller Lash. I just find that this mascara is really good. It doesn't flake, it doesn't clump, and it also is perfect all day for flight. So I'm going to apply that to both of my eyelashes. I don't want to apply any false lashes onto the eyes, just because I find them a nightmare if I'm flying, but if you find that you're more comfortable with them or individual, that's absolutely fine, just do it. It will obviously glam up the look as well. So for the lips, finally, I want to use Red of the Red, which I'm going to use Rubywoo by MAC. I love this colour because it just gives such a beautiful red lip. It's a matte shade, so it can become quite dry. I know that quite a few girls flying use Lip Seal, which you can get in Boots, and that stays put. Whatever, I just keep applying, and then I might put a lip balm on top or before. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go straight into it and just apply the colour using a lip brush. And I'm not going to be too careful about being too neat, although it is a red lip, because I am going to clean it up after. Is my finished Virgin Atlantic inspired makeup look, which I think would look so beautiful on all of the crew. Obviously, strip back, put my hair up, make it all lovely, and as well as the uniform, I think this makeup is quick, easy and fun, and also would really complement the uniform. I know it seems like it took quite a while, but actually it doesn't. Once you know what products to use, like, you don't have to use the exact colours that I have used, but if you sort of just go for the browns, and I sort of incorporated that Paradisco colour, which is so pretty. I will list every product I have used and alternatives if I can find them as well for you all. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. What I want to do is, obviously, like I said in the beginning, is do a range of makeup inspired looks for each cabin crew airline. So hopefully I can get cracking with those and get them up as well. Any questions, like always, comment in the box below. If you like it, then please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram at Tasha Parker MUA. Also on Twitter. I can't remember my Twitter name because I had to change it because it was quite difficult, and I will add all the links below for you. But I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your week, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!